Hello, hello, welcome back to Tabby Sims. I'm Tabby, if you do not know, and today I'm reacting to the Sims 4 Summit that was released on October 17th. The big announcement that we've all been waiting for a month. Sims team has really been ramping this up. They were saying there's going to be these huge announcements, really exciting insights into the future of the Sims. So let's see what I thought and if that's what they delivered. I've written a bunch of notes, so I will be referring to my notepad for this one. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. I do Let's Play scenarios, very much a gameplay simmer. If that's what you're into, then maybe this channel is for you. First off, within about 30 seconds of this summit, I was getting those real corporate conference vibes. It was very Americanized, and because I am from the north of England, it really was giving me the ick. And because I'm from like corporate finance, it really felt like a Christmas conference where they're dealing you a shit sandwich wrapped in tinsel and baubles, and I was just like, oh, I don't, it already was giving me the ick within about 3 or 4 minutes of watching. But I know sometimes I have to talk myself down off a ledge. I can be a bit British about things, like we can be quite cynical, and The Sims is an American life simulator. I know they're trying to diversify it now, but it's always been, it's an American company, it's been an American game, so I'm not surprised that this conference was quite so Americanized. So the first announcement is that the Sims 4 base game is free, but we already knew that. They already told us as existing Simmers, because we all got the Desert Lux pack for free to kind of mitigate the fact that we had paid for base game and now it is going to be a free game. I don't actually think it's a bad thing that base game is going to be free. I think it is going to bring more people to the game. It's going to make it more accessible. People that get that itch to try and play Sims again can dip their toe in without having it cost them anything. I do think that's a good thing. However, we know as Simmers that the base game is basic, so it is a smart commercial decision, because people are going to buy base game and get bored pretty quickly and then start buying into expansion packs, game packs, stuff packs. It's going to drive sales towards the Sims more than it's going to lose by giving base game free. It's like tempting them in with a little taste. They'll start playing base game and then be like, oh well, now I'm going to need some expansion packs. I do believe them when they say, you know, they want to grow the community, they want to bring more people to the game, but there is always a commercial element to these things, and it's going to make them more money. I am actually going to film a video that is ways to play the base game to make it fun and interesting, so you don't have to buy loads of packs. A lot of people don't have space on their laptops to download half this stuff. I know mine is getting clunkier and clunkier by the day, so I'm definitely going to do that video, hopefully give you some hints and tips and fun ways to play a base game. They mentioned the Sims deliveries that come with game updates now, so they are introducing CAS items and build and buy items with each update, so they are fleshing out the base game. I don't think it's enough quick enough if you're just expecting people to play base game, but they did say that will be coming monthly from now on, so I guess that is gonna bulk up base game content. Then we had mentioned that 2 new expansion packs are coming in 2023. Spoiler alert, they actually don't give us any more details on these expansion packs throughout the summit, which I thought was a bit of a shame. I'm gonna comment on the content of the summit later on, but I just think they tease these expansion packs all the way through and they never actually follow up on it. We don't learn any more about the expansion packs for having watched the summit, so there are no clues as to what they're gonna be. There was this montage all about where the Sims has come from and where it's going, and it did say like new worlds, new builds, new ways to tell stories, and you could see little clues of what's to come. And there was new items, you saw dentures, you saw some storage boxes and a new underwear set, which is cool. It's great giving us those little sneak peeks. I do like the idea of dentures because in the game babies and elders are kind of on the edges. There's not really a lot to do with either of them, so I like the idea of adding some more gameplay to elders. But overall in the summit there was a lot more looking back and looking at where the Sims had come from, and almost a bit of nostalgia, and trying to be really like, look at this great game that we've created past tense, and a lot less actual content about what is coming, which was supposed to be the point of the summit, in my opinion. Like from what they were marketing it as, I don't think they got that balance right. And in this section there was a tease about babies, which they answer at the end, so I'll discuss it at the end of this video. I liked the Kelsey Danger sections where she was going out around Venice Beach and chatting to people about The Sims. It was very cute. That is a very cool opportunity for her. I hope she enjoyed that. She was very good at presenting. It was, again, just very Americanized, so I'm watching it a bit like, And I do think a big part of the audience would have just wanted more content about the game rather than some of the entertainment pieces. I've worked in retail since I was 16. I was on the shop floor, I worked my way up through management, and then I moved into finance, and that's been my entire career. And it really just felt of sending out like a senior manager onto a high street to like discuss shopping patterns with somebody. Do you know, it just felt like it just corporate ick, corporate conference ick. Then Lindsay Pearson discussed custom content and the modder community and the changes that The Sims are going to make to that. It sounds like they're working with a third-party platform, a bit like how you get The Sims off Origin, I think. There's going to be this third-party platform, I can't remember the name of it now, it's called something like Wolfgang, where you can download CC that is trusted, that is compatible with the game, and it will bring custom content into The Sims 4 in an official capacity. It will also make it available for console players because current CC is not available for console. So that point I think is brilliant. Obviously I create videos on YouTube now, but I started doing this because I love watching other YouTubers, and when you're scrolling the comments I see a lot of console players saying, oh, so annoyed I can't have that CC, or I can't download CC. So I think that really will transform the game for console players. My only worry is I feel like we've had versions of this before. I think it was The Sims 2 where there was a website we could go on and we could download custom content into the game, and it never really worked, or maybe you had to pay for it. I'm gonna have to give it a Google because I remember there being something very similar and it was a bit naff. I also worry that the reason custom content creators and modders exist is because they can do things outside of the specs of the game or the confines of the game, right? They can create things that the Sims 4 team can't or won't. I don't know what the balance is there. And so if you're bringing custom content into the game, are you gonna take away the creativity? Are you gonna put a box, a boundary, lines around custom content creators that wasn't there before? I love The Sims, I really, really do, like hand on heart, but there is just this legacy of them doing things a bit naff and not quite getting it right. And I just think, I don't see how this is gonna work. It doesn't make sense to me to bring CC and mods into the game. And a lot of CC creators earn money from their creations. They're behind paywalls, they're on Patreon. So how is that going to work with the new platform? Are we going to buy the CC off the platform, or is it going to be free? Is The Sims going to pay the people for the content? I think there's just lots of questions that I look forward to hearing the answers to. I've already mentioned it, but the entertainment and the, you know, the pop star, the dance troupe, even the style of presenting, it's just very Americanized. It's very fun. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, very miserable. That dance troupe were great. The pop star's very talented. I'm just like, I'm getting no substance from this summit. You're giving me nothing definite. I'm not even hearing about the expansion packs, and we're spending time watching a dance troupe. And like, I always sit and think, because I have this finance background, how much did that cost you? Because this is not what the Sims community wants. It's not what we asked for. We want substance, and you're giving us a dance troupe, and it's just, Now, I do not play Sims Freeplay or Sims Mobile, so I will be honest, I skipped past those parts because those updates aren't relevant to me. I have no experience of playing those games, so I couldn't comment on them. It said they were improving them. If anyone plays Freeplay or Mobile and wants to let me know in the comments what they thought to those sections, like please do, but I couldn't give commentary on it because I don't know what it is like to play it now. Then there was a section about the Sims community, and it featured lots of our favourite Sims YouTubers, which was lovely to see. I like watching montages like that because I'm kind of waiting for my favourite. The only thing, as a girl from the north of England, is that under the Operators of Chaos section, there was no Plumbella. How can you have a section on Sims YouTubers and Chaos and not mention Plumbella? I'm sure there were far too many creators to feature, but she's my northern queen. So pretty much every reaction video I've seen since the Sims Summit happened is saying that this Project Rene is the Sims 5. The EA team didn't explicitly say that, but they did say that this is something that's in development, that's going to be a few years away yet, so that realistically could be another version of the Sims. It could be another iteration of the Sims. And I'm just gonna come out and say it right now, I don't want it. I don't want it. I know The Sims 4 has issues, but I love it, and I don't want a new platform yet. Like, I'm glad they said it was a few years away. I'm like, keep it way in the future, because I don't want it. My biggest reservation with The Sims 5 is that multiplayer keeps getting hinted at, and I don't want it, to be honest. I don't want multiplayer, but because I think it could turn clicky, and I think it could isolate people. The reason that The Sims is so amazing is the online community, and so I think the Sims team are like, well, community means playing the game together. I don't think it does. I think we all enjoy watching individuals play, and we buzz off that, and it grows our ideas and it creates creativity, but I don't think it means we all want to play together. I worry it's going to become kind of toxic and be quite cliquey, because I can already see out of the YouTubers that I watch who's going to play multiplayer together, and then you're going to kind of feel like, oh, well, I'd love to play with them, but I never could, because there's like a tier system, right, of who could be let in to play with them. And then even if you watch groups of your own friends playing, what if they don't let you in? Maybe this is my inner bullied child coming out, but I just worry that it's gonna divide and isolate people more than it's gonna bring them together as the Sims team thinks it will. The majority of my friends that play The Sims have children, relationships, careers, commitments, and so we've never played at the same time. I just don't see how we would fit it into our schedules to play a multiplayer game. I am team keep Sims a one-player game. They didn't share a lot about Project Rene with us, obviously because it's so far in the future. It was just little snippets. It's kind of like mood board ideas for it. They really focused on the customizability of furniture, which I liked. I liked that clip of the double bed being made into a single, into a toddler, with the bed frame being changed. I think that's very cool. I would love to see that for Create a Sim items as well. Like, there's so many hairstyles that I love that I'd like to make longer or shorter or add a bang or whatever. So I think that would be very cool if you could do the same type of changes that you're going to be able to furniture, to CAS items as well. And right at the end of the stream, they addressed the baby in the room and gave us a little gameplay clip of a baby crawling across the floor and being picked up by its mum. Very cute, very exciting. Babies have been an object in the game for too long, so for us to be able to interact with them, for them to have little personalities, will be amazing. I'm a big family gameplay simmer, so I'm very excited for that. Obviously, I think what everyone is saying is we just want to see what the difference is between baby and toddler, because that baby kind of looked like a toddler. We have been asking for changes to baby gameplay for a long time. It is overdue, but I'm glad that they're doing it. So in summary, I think this summit was a lot more bluster, hype and hullabaloo than actual substance. I'm not really sure why they went on about it for the last month and were like, tune in, oh my gosh, tune in. There wasn't really anything we didn't know, and anything that we didn't know, like Project Rene, isn't gonna be happening for 3 or 4 years. Not that I'm an expert on game development, but any of those clips we saw of Project Rene is not gonna be what it looks like in the end anyway. It's gonna look very different. I don't know, thank you for showing us, thank you for telling us, but you didn't tell us about the 2 expansion packs. We don't really know how babies are gonna be different. I guess the CC platform was the biggest new announcement that's gonna actually affect gameplay going forward. I guess the biggest announcement that will actually affect gameplay if you are a CC creator or if you download CC is this Wolf platform thing that they announced, and we'll hear more about that in the next few months. I just think overall they didn't give us much. There wasn't much substance to that summit. And of course, I want to know what you think. So please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you get the announcement that you wanted? Or were you lacking substance like I was? Am I just being a total cow? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. This has been my first opinion piece on The Sims 4. So if you like this style of video and you want more, let me know. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.